අයිබෝවන් good evening පොඩ්ඩක් ඉමුනේ කට්ටිය එනකම් හරි එන්න පටන් ගත්තා Thank you so very much for joining me. Danuත් එක්ක විනාඩි 10ක් වතන show එකේ හම්බ වෙන්න එක. I'm really happy to have you on board. බොහොම ස්තුති කියනෝනේ අපේ sponsors ලාට Vita White. ඔය හින්දා තමයි මේ show එක මට කරන්න උදව් කරන්නේ. බොහොම ස්තුති Vita White එකේ තියෙනවා අපේ ස්කින් එකට ඕන වෙන ගොඩක් nourishment ඔයාලට පාවිච්චි කරලා බලන්න පුළුවන් වෙනස මේක තමයි ඇතුලේ තියෙන විදිය මේ වගේ පොඩි capsules තියෙනවා ඒවා අරන් ඔයාගේ මූණේ දානකොට ඔයාටම වෙනස පෙන්නේ ඒක තමයි මම ඔයාලට අද කියන්න හිටියේ so Vita White thank you අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වුණාට එහෙනම් මම අද කතා කරන්න ඉන්න කෙනා ගැන පොඩි introduction එකක් දෙන්නම් she is an artist activist she's lover of theatre photography writing reading all of this. So I'm very happy to have the very inspiring Natalie.
Hi Danu, nice to see you again.
Mama Ayibowan kiyan.
Aibon. Aibong.
Aibong. Natalie, thank you for joining me. Api Sinhala English dekema karamu me katawa.
Anyway.
Hari. So Natalie is someone who is fighting cancer in the most positive way. මට ඒක තමයි ආසම දේ මම මෙයාව ගොඩක් කාල දන්නවා මම තරුණ කාලේ නම් දන්නවා හැබැයි මම ලයිව් එකේ හම්බ වෙලා මම හිතුවා මේ අපි නටෙලි එහෙම තමයි අපි ආයෙමත් රීඅක්වෙන්ටඩ් උනේ ඊට පස්සේ මම ආව මගේ ෂෝ එකට දෙන්න කිව්වා because මට ආසයි එයා හිතන්න විදිය හරි අලුත් හරි වෙනස් නැටලි කියන්නේ මේ කැන්සර් කියන දෙයක් ඇහුනම ඔක්කොමලා බය වෙලා අඬලා කෑ ගාලා ගොඩක් දේවල් වෙනවා හැබැයි ඔයාගේ ස්ටෝරි එක මට මෙතන කියන්න ආසයි because it is also breast cancer awareness month. Tell me.
Yeah. Hari. So the cancer started in my breast. And it since I think we discovered it in April last year and I've been battling it ever since. Unfortunately I had the worst medical team possible. And I was told that I had the best medical team. And they treated it as an isolated breast cancer, and now it has spread to so many parts of my body, my brain, my skull, my spine, my ribs, my pelvis, my liver, my lung, and most of my bone mass. And this is just purely negligence on the part of the Maharagama Cancer Hospital. I have a much better team of doctors now. In fact, they keep me positive. Since we last spoke, there are two complications that every couple of months, අර මොන හරි අලුත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් එනවා. මහරගම මේක හරියට කරේ නෑ, මේක හරියට කරේ නෑ, මේක දුන්නේ නෑ, ඒක දුන්නේ නෑ. And I'm constantly finding out issues. So the cancer has kept growing because they left cancer deposits inside my breast. So we talked about how bad the surgery was. We realized that they had taken out parts of my body that I didn't need, that didn't need to be taken
out, yeah.
And not taken out all the cancer deposits. And also cancelled my post-op radiation for more chemo. Which could have at least burnt out the remaining bits and pieces of cancer that they left behind. So as a result, I now have a new scar, a new metastasis running from this ear to this ear across my skull and the back. And they might need to remove half my skull for me to survive. I'm not too happy about this. I'm on chemo. We're trying to get better surgical margins right now. I'm not sure I want to live with half a head. I mean, I've been starting to call myself nearly headless Natty and off with my skull and what else to do, right? What else to do?
But the positive vibe that you have is what I really like. But Natalie, as someone who lived such a positive life, and you have always done colorful things in your life, as a woman or as a person who is born under the category of a woman, they always say breasts are one of the biggest things that identify them. And you unfortunately was butchered. ඒ ස්කාර්ස් ටික දැක්කම මට තේරෙයි නිකන් මනුස්සකම නැති එක්කෙනෙක් ඕම නිකන් පීයක් අරන් කැපුවා වගේ. හැබැයි ඒක බලාගෙන ආද වෙනකන් hina වෙලා ඉන්නේ කොහොමද ඔය මයින්ඩ් එක හදාගත්තේ?
මං හිතන්නේ මං ක්‍රියේටිව් කෙනෙක් නිසා වෙන්න ඇති. මොකද මං හුඟක් පොසිටිව් දේවල් කරනවා මගේ කැන්සර් එක ගැන. වැරදි මට වෙච්ච වැරදි දේවල් ටික දැන් මම පොතක් ලියනවා. මම පොතක් ලියලා ඉවරයි. පොත දැන් ඩිසයින් වෙන තත්ත්වයට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. මට ෆන්ඩින් ටිකක් හම්බුණා children in lockdown festival එකේ මේ පොතකුයි ෆිල්ම් එකකුයි දෙකක්ම ප්‍රෙසන්ට් කරන්න මේ ලබන මාසේ 26 27 28 යන දවස්වල ඒක පෙන්නයි. ඒක හරි වැදගත්. ෆර්ස්ට් එඩිෂන් එක දෙකේම එන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින්. හැබැයි මම ෆන්ඩින් සෝස් කරනවා මොකද මං හිතන්නේ මේක සිංහල and තමිල් වලින් යන්න ඕන කතාවක් කියලා. මට වෙච්ච හැම දෙයක්ම මම ලිව්වා. හැම වැරද්දක්ම කවුද කරේ මොකද්ද කරේ. ඒකේ මගේ ස්කෑන්ස් තියෙනවා. ඒකේ මම එවිඩන්ස් බුක් එකක් වගේ මම පොතක් හදන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ පොඩ්ඩක් ස්ලයිට්ලි ආර්ට් පැත්තට ගති ෆිල්ම් එකකුත් හදනවා ඒකත් එක්ක යන්න. මට වැදගත්ම මේක සිංහලෙන් සහ තමිලෙන් පරිවර්තනය කරලා රිලීස් කරන්න. ඔව්. මොකද හුඟක් කට්ටිය දන්නේ නැහැ. හුඟක් ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න ඕනේ ડોක්ටර්ලාගෙන්. ඒගොල්ලෝ කිසිම උත්තරයක් දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකට යන්න ඕනේ, රිසර්ච් කරන්න ඕනේ, 5-6 දෙනෙක් එක්ක කතා කරන්න ඕනේ කැන්සර් ගැන දන්න. හරි. අපිට දන්නේ නැහැ මොකොත් අපිට කියන්නේ නැහැ මොකොත්. ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්න යනකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ ඔයා කවුද ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න එන්නේ? අපි කරන විදිහට අපි කරන්නේ. එහෙම you can't talk to a cancer patient like that. I'm not there for a cough and a cold to get better, right? So this is, and now I know the facts. I know what is necessary, and I think that is like, I'm not giving anyone advice. I'm just talking about this is what happened to me, and you can use it to be aware if you know. I mean, cancer numbers are going up every year.
Correct.
Thousands and thousands and thousands. 25,000 people on average get cancer in Sri Lanka. Are diagnosed with cancer in Sri Lanka.
And that is right? Like every other month.
A lot of people die and then only like a postmortem will tell you it's cancer because that's just that's how it goes. I'm saying we have about 22 to 25,000 diagnoses of cancer every year, and breast cancer is one of the highest in that category. I think about 5,000-6,000 of those are breast cancer. Some hereditary, mostly I think hereditary. In my case also, yes, it's a genetic. Both my parents had cancer. My dad passed away of it. So I've got the worst of the mutant genes in me.
But Natalie, you are doing some great things even through this. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ අපිට කොවිඩ් ඇවිල්ලා අපි ගෙදර වාඩි වෙලා හිර වෙලා හිටිය වෙලාවේ නැටලිගේ ජීවිතේ හිමින් ඕම මාරු වුණා. ඒ කියන්නේ කැන්සර් හැදිලා, කොණ්ඩේ නැති වෙලා, කෙට්ටු වෙලා, අන්න බැරි වෙලා මේක වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඔක්කොම වුණා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි එළියට බහින්නකොට අපි බැස්සේ හරිද අපිට එළියට යන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. හැබැයි නැටලි එළියට බහින්නකොට කාටවත් අඳුර ගන්න බැරි විදිහට එළියට බැස්සේ. ඒක තමයි ඇත්ත කතාව. හැබැයි සොරි මං අහව බල්ලු පොඩ්ඩක් 5 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවනේ.
මගේ දෙන්නෙකුත් ඉන්නවා. මෙතන.
හරි ඒගොල්ලන්ට කියන්න
හිටපු ගමන් මේ පැත්තේ බුරනවා. අපි
Oh,
ඒකට සූදානම් වෙලා ඉන්නේ. ඒක
oh,
හරිනේ.
thank
අපි
you.
දෙන්නම
මම
බල්
මෙතන මම ගෙස්ලාට දැන්
බලන්න
කියනවා
ආසයි.
මට මේ අඩු ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා කියලා ගෙදර.
ඒක මට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. මගේ දෙන්නා හිටපු ගමන් බුර කැරකෙනවා. ඉතින් කරන්න දෙයක් නෑ.
මගේ කෙනා බුරවන්නේ දැන් මේ අපේ බිත්තියේ තියෙන්නේ පොඩි ඉන්සෙක්ට් එකක්. කියුරියොසිටි එකට. අපේ බල්ල
Yes, of
පොඩ්ඩක්
course.
So I want to ask
පොඩ්ඩක්
you are doing some new things, and one is a book, one is a movie. What are the other things you are doing?
So on the 1st of November, ඒ ෆොටෝ ෂූට් එක හරිම ඒක හරිම එක්සයිටිං එකක් මොකද November 1st මමයි අතුන් දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා බෙන්ඩර් කියලා ඉනිෂියේටිව් එකක් 2019 අපි ඕපන් කරා. මොකද ජෙන්ඩර් කියන දේ අපි කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ අපිට තියෙන හරි පැරණි කල්පනපු අදහස් ජෙන්ඩර් කියන ජෙන්ඩර් ඇන්ඩ් සෙක්ෂුවැලිටි කියන තත්ත්වේ අර මාතෘකාව යටතේ මම හිතන්නේ හොඟක් කට්ටියට තියෙන්නේ අනිතික මේන් ස්ට්‍රීම් මීඩියා එකේ සෑහෙන්න රෙප්‍රසෙන්ටේෂන් එකක් නැහැ මේ අපේ කතා queer feminist කියන ඒරියා එකේ
කැටගරි එකට.
ඉතින් දැන් අපි November 1st අපි මැගසින් එකක් launch කරනවා. World class looking magazine with great photography, great content. All the content was opened. We had an open call and we paid everybody for their content. And I'm so proud of the kind of like narratives that people have written. It's so rich and it determines identity for the queer and feminist space, and that is really important. So this will kind of be the first dedicated queer feminist publication in the country. I'm kind of really proud to be putting it out, and I mean this is not just me. Like I said, Bender is myself, Chandani Fernando, and Nadine Cruz, and the three of us have put in a lot of love into getting people to talk and have conversations around gender and sexuality from all their points of view.
Correct.
Right? So there's arguments that happen, but we have to argue. We have to discourse to come to a certain kind of some form of consensus to meet halfway. Because, you know, there are extreme views on one side. You know, the views are kind of right across the board. And I feel that there is no entirely wrong or entirely right answers.
Definitely.
We all have opinions. And Bender has been about that. And now it wants, and you know, purely around gender and sexuality, which is very important. So stay tuned. 1st of November.
Superb. And just few days to go. Just to let you know, I think sometimes the world doesn't actually go or love and equally share the space for everyone who identifies themselves not only the way humans have been forced to identify. There are so many people who like to live their life as humans, as good human beings. And I think that's the most important thing. And I think gender, the bender, the own that when but one thing that's inspiring is the fact that you went out there and spoke for those who were scared to speak. And that's what's amazing. So Natalie,
I hope this kicks off. I hope this kicks off because I feel that I was going to say that mainstream media gets the plot wrong about how to address women, about how to address queer narratives around Pride Month. There's some, history article about the history of Pride in Sri Lanka. I mean, who cares about? Frankly, nobody cares. We need, social media and digital media and online media in general is there to start conversations. And we are not using the technology well. We are harassing each other online. We are writing boring articles. We are misinterpreting the narrative. And it's time that we take control of our own story. And that's what Bender Mag is about.
Amazing. Can't wait to see it. I have to also ask you, all of us come to Earth knowing that we have a time capsule. අපි මේ ජීවිතේ කොච්චර කරොත් බෙස්ට්ම සින්දුවක් රිලීස් කරලා නැත්තම් ලොකුම ටයිටල් එක දිනලා ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් ඔක්කොම ඉගෙන ගත්තොත් මැරෙන්න වෙලාවේ අපි මැරෙන්නම තමයි ඕනේ. මම හැමදාම කියන්නේ ඔව් මගේ තාත්තා ඩොක්ටර් කෙනෙක්. එයා ජීවිතේ කරන්න පුළුවන් ඔක්කොම කරා. හැබැයි වයස 40 ගානෙම එයා ගියා. එක දවස උදේ නැගිටලා 5යි 55 නැගිට්ටේ 6 වෙනකොට මැරිලත් ඉවරයි. හැබැයි ඒක තමයි ජීවිතය කියන්නේ. හැබැයි මම ඒක තේරුම් ගත්තා ඊට පස්සේ ගොඩක් දේවල් like in life made sense to me. You know, we can just enjoy the simple things like hugging a dog and like those things are more valuable.
Yeah.
Natalie, as a human, however much we tell our mind that we will die, when a clock is put in front of you, it scares people more. The word death, every time you meet doctors and when they tell you and scare you or even give you that reason to panic a little bit because you do have a child, how do you handle it emotionally, mentally, physically?
Phew. Ironically, the title of my book is Am I Ready to Die? Because it's an inward question.
Yeah.
I think that question has been driving me for a while. Marana last did ask yourself, are you ready? Are you ready? And I realized that it's a bigger roller coaster ride than you would think. And then the answers are simpler. I think I'd like people to read this book. It takes you through the gut of my process, but it also takes you through my humor. And it comes to a conclusion. I asked the question at the beginning. It's a short book, like 27 pages. This is not some epic tome where you have to sit and read for days and days. It's a day long read.
Right.
Right? Maybe 2 days if you want to absorb all
You're
the
a slow,
photographs and
you're a slow reader
pens.
like me. 3 days then.
3, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know that question, has it scared you ever?
Of course, it scares me every day. It scares me every day. I'm a single mom. And a lot of those fears come from that place because I don't want to leave my kid. It's the first question I told the doctor who first diagnosed me. Said, I can't go. I have a boy. And that's the determining part. My art, my child, my partner, my canines, the things that really matter to me. I'm not done. I'm not done with what I'm here to do, and I know that. As to whether I'm ready to die or not, I think the book will answer.
Amazing. This thing called cancer, for me, was always something. It's there, like it's somebody else's thing. But until 2010, November 17th, when my mum was diagnosed, it was at 11:30 in the night, and the doctor just closed the file and said she has 72 hours maximum. Keep her happy. That day, that night, I'll never forget how long it took for that night to end. It felt like forever because we were waiting for morning for us to go to the doctors again with mummy. But mummy knew. And the only thing my mum told in that night was, I'm only worried that I have to leave you all and go. And that is what a mother's love is. It was never a point of me. It was always a point of you. And I totally understand what your heart feels, and that's remarkable. තව එකක් ගැන අහන්න ඕනේ. කොණ්ඩේ නෑ කෙට්ටු වෙලා එතන මෙයාට කැන්සර් තියෙනවා කියලා හිතාගත්තම මිනිස්සු පව් කියලා බලනෝනේ. අනේ පව්. අනේ නැට්ලිට පොඩක් ඉඩ දෙන්න. පව්. Do you like that?
මගේ දිහා බලලා මං hina වෙන විදිහට පව් කියලා හිතන්නත් බැහැ නේද?
ඒක නම් ඇත්ත. හැබැයි පව් කියලා හිතන්නකොට ඔයාට
මට හරියට ඇවිද ගන්න බෑ. බොරු කියන්න ඕනේ නැහැනේ. මට හරියට ඇවිද ගන්න බෑ. මං හරි ස්ලෝ එහෙම ඒ විදියට. මං ඉස්සර ෆුල් ස්පීඩ් වගේ වැඩ කරේ. දැන් ඒ ස්පීඩ් එකත් අඩු වෙලා. ඉතින් යන වෙලාව වැඩක් කරගන්න යන වෙලාව එකහමාරක් දෙකක් වගේ වෙනවා. ඔව්. මම අප්ස්ටේර්ස් යුනිට් එකේ ඉන්නේ. මට පඩිපෙළක් නගින්න බෑ. ඉතින් මගේ පාර්ට්නර් මාව හැමදාම වඩාගෙන පඩිපෙළ උඩට අරන් I am so blessed.
Yes.
To be surrounded by the love that I am surrounded by, because I don't think I would have kind of made it, like having to take care of a kid by myself. My partner's from Kandy, but as soon as the lockdown ended, like she turned up and she has been here with me ever since.
Yeah. Give her my love, please.
I will. She's right here.
Hi. I also wanted to ask you, me breast cancer මාසේ ගොඩක් කට්ටිය පින්කම් දිනවයි අපි එක එක දේවල් කරනවානේ පොඩ්ඩක් ඔය සද්ද ටිකක් දාන්න. හැබැයි there are other people in this world who are shy about the fact that they have lost hair. They find it like a huge problem. But you are brave enough to show bald is beautiful. What would you tell them?
So it's interesting that I've always wanted to do a shave just to see what I'd look like. And I was going to do it on my 40th birthday anyway. I don't know. I've always had long hair. I've never known what I'd look like. On the complete opposite of it, and I kind of like what I look like. I mean, I might just occasionally just shave my head now.
Yeah,
even when I have hair. I have big plans. We have big plans at home. There are mohawks and inverse mohawks, and there are plans when the hair starts growing back. Right. I'm looking forward to it.
That's amazing. That's really, really good. I meet so many people every day, but there's very few people who sort of leave something in your mind that works. It's like a stew. It stays and you think about it. After I met Natalie in person for the recording, I was so thinking positive over the fact that if Natalie can make me smile, what am I crying about, man? So that spirit of yours is superb. I love it, and I think that's what you call badass.
I mean, this is not like a monkey pulling their own tail, but this process has taught me that I am brave. And I'm kind of proud of that.
Super. That's what you need.
I take crap from no one. I anyway took crap from no one, but the conviction is hard enough. Now, like there's no room to budge and compromise. I take crap from no one.
Superb. Well, if you want to follow Natalie's work, you can find her. Natalie is on Instagram. Stunning photos. That one picture you have put lately, I really like, and I can't with that. Is that coming on the magazine?
Which one?
The one visual that you're looking up like this.
Yeah, that was just a little off take from the shoot, but you are going to be quite blown away with what we've come up with for the story.
And also,
it's an online magazine, but we're retaining some traditional things like a cover. I think it's so important. I think those things are really, really, really important too.
Superb. If somebody wants to fund or connect with you in terms of translating the book into Sinhala and Tamil and even the movie, how can they speak to you? How can they get through to you?
And they can reach out to me on Instagram. They can write to me at natalie.serza@gmail.com.
Or
They
Natalie
can call me.
Earthwalker.
No, Natalie.Soiza, SOYSA @gmail.com.
Cool. I'm going to be tagging Natalie's Insta account so it's easy for you to find Natalie if you're inspired to spread the news and share the information. That's the most important thing. If you
I
can
haven't
help-
been sharing the information. This is like one of the first times I'm talking about it. I think
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you if you can tell a cancer patient who is considering treatment in Sri Lanka, what are the things that they have to keep in mind? Because you have been really put to the other end of the
yeah.
situation.
Yeah. I mean, Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong with a cancer treatment, it has gone wrong with me. That's kind of, I'm getting you, every 2 months, I'm finding out something new. Some new form of negligence, some new form of mistake that the hospital has made. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So speak to Natalie if you want info. I'm sure Natalie.
I'm happy to talk to anyone who has a risk of cancer. I'm available for conversation. I'm available to talk to people one-on-one, because there's a lot I can tell people. I have been doing it already. Like, people are calling, they are connecting with me a lot on IG and stuff. And I've actually not, like, some people want me to do like talks and things, which I'll talk to you. I'm a bit reluctant on this PR.
Right.
I'll talk to you because we can have a conversation,
It's always good.
I don't dispense advice, because I think the cancer experience is so personal to everybody that
everyone has their own experience.
Of course. Not everyone experiences pain or trauma, or none of that is the same in two different people. So what worked for me is never going to work for somebody else, and I can't. You should do it like this, because this is how I did it. That I never dispense that kind of advice. And this is healthcare, serious healthcare. But I can give a lot of practical tips and how to negotiate things, and that's also important, especially in a public healthcare system. Actually, not even when you're in private healthcare, and I think I've done the run in all the hospitals for different things right now. So I can tell you what works where and which teams are better. Radiation, who has the better machines, all those things are also, that kind of practical stuff is important. The things that they don't tell you, the things you have to find out. Breast cancer is not breast cancer. Let's be very clear on that. There are ER/PR positive cancers, there are metastatic cancers, there are ductal carcinoma, breast cancer. If you put all of these numbers and figures and things together, there are multiple types and variants of how breast cancer spreads. And they weren't treating mine specific to the chemistry, to the to the information that they had. And that is problematic.
True.
And I think people's perception around this, what is breast, when you say breast cancer, okay, breast cancer, it's just this one big, large mass. That's not true. There's a lot to learn, and there are different types of cancers. There are different ways to, breast cancers. There are different, plans and medical plans. It's not just chemo and radiation. There are so many other forms of treatment that you need to be on. So all of that practical advice is always available to be dispensed.
Amazing. Thank you so very much, Natalie, for talking to me, giving us the insight. And I really hope that all that you have planned goes off really well. And I want to see that mohawk as well.
Yes, you're going to see it hopefully very soon.
Super. All right. Thank you so
Thanks
very
for having me, Daniel.
anytime. Thank you.
අයිබෝන්
ආයිබෝවන් බොහොම ස්තුතියි එකතු වුණාට. Okay.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්. Thank you then.
Correct.
Bye bye.
So that's Natalie joining us today. ආවට බයි කියලා යන්න පුළුවන්.
ඔව් ඉන්න මම යන්න හදනවා ඉන්න.
Right. So that was Natalie joining me today to speak about breast cancer and the knowledge that you need to have. Don't take it lightly. It's very, very important that you encourage all your friends, mums, sisters, girlfriends to do their testing. It's very, very important. So make sure you keep the importance of it in your mind. Thank you so very much, Natalie, for joining me today. Thank you to Vita White for not only helping us do a fun show, but also a show that can create information that could be passed around and create more awareness about situations. Vita White, thank you so very much for making this show very interesting and colorful. Vita White is available at all leading places. Go ahead, get your hands on it, because you will see Komodoa skin එක මාරු වෙන්න කියලා. බොහොම ස්තුතියි අපිට එකතු වුණාට. I will see you once again with another cool episode to Danuth Ekka Vinadi Dayak Wathana. Have yourself a great day. Good night and be safe.
දිනපතා රාත්‍රී නිින්දට පෙර හොඳින් සෝදා පිරිසිදු කරගත් මූණට විටා වයිට් සීරමය මෘදුව ආලේප කරන්න. පසුදා උදෑසන මූණ හොඳින් සෝදා හරින්න. පැහැපත් පැහැදිලි නිකෙලෙල් දිදුලන සමක් ලබා දෙන සීරම් නාමය විටා වයිට්.